You think you've seen it all, but you got a couple of sides here, which is... Hey, here's a little local for San Diego area. They got a few comics and stuffs around town, but this one is by far, I think, one of the best ones. Doesn't look like much from the outside, but that stuff means they got a lot of stuff. So let's go check it out and see if we can find some hidden gems. Hey everybody, this is Comics and Stuff, and you think you've seen it all, but you got a couple of sides here, which is pretty incredible, right? So we're just gonna take a little stroll through and just see what's going on. So for all the pop collectors, of course they got pops right up front, and that just looks pretty incredible, right? And the cool thing about it is, like, it's not too bad, right? If you're looking for gray, you know, you're only going to pay $11.99, which is pretty good. And I think the prices are pretty decent in here. As a matter of fact, for some stuff, of course, you're going to find some markup on some stuff, but I think that's like anywhere. So the cool thing about this is you can do all of your one-stop shopping. So here we go. So here we got Bo-Katan, and it's about a $10 markup, right? Look on that. But that's not that bad, especially if you're looking for it and if you happen to need a Cobra Commander. But the coolest thing that I saw right now is this, and the problem here is I got it on pre-order, but I can't pay $44.99 for it, so I'm not going to pick that up today. So we pull around the corner and check this out. Got some Marvel Legends if you're looking for any. Marvel's Black Cat there. And some of them aren't too bad, right? Like, some of them were just a little bit too much, but I think they know which ones are like collectible and which ones aren't collectible. And I think that's pretty cool. So if you're looking for something, you can always find it at a local store. So we came about halfway down because when you ever see the Trons all together, look at that. Nancy from Sin City. That's pretty cool. Oh, there you go. Josh Whalen's comparing me and Salacious to these guys. That's not bad, 40 bucks, right? The Gunslinger. Look at that, AJ. There's your Dark Tower figures. And this guy's $29.99. This guy's $29.99. Right? You got a Bruce Lee back there. Okay, so right here, you're going to notice like an audio change. I'm kind of doing a voiceover for the rest of it. They had some music playing on one half of the store, and it was a little bit too loud to hear my voice. But anyways, it didn't take away from what you're visually going to see here. These are Marvel Selects that they have up on the top shelf, and they were actually really cool. And if I wasn't already a 6-inch, I might be thinking about these Marvel Selects. They're a 7-inch scale figure. So this is a comic book store, right? So you got to remember that that center section, that whole wall there, those are graphic novels. They got like back issues. That front section had like comics. But check it out, just everything. Look at those glasses in there. You got more Marvel Select right here. And look at this. There's Psylocke. I know it's a Marvel Select, but man, it looks pretty good. And for what, 30 bucks? That's not even bad. You got some Comic-Con bags up there. And here's for all you Doctor Who fans. Look at this. This is pretty cool. There's a whole section back here for Doctor Who. So they had quite a few things. I only have a few pieces, but there are some things in here that I was very interested in. Now check that out. There's the 4th Doctor. And hiding right behind him are the companion set. That was actually really cool. So, I mean, this is like all the way to the back wall, and we're just on one side, right? So you got some larger figures and older collectibles stuck up top. You had some mix and match of like kind of newer stuff and older stuff on this back wall here. You got your Power Rangers,
And then this was about how far back I was. And you can see there's comics, that whole front area is comics. Then you kind of cross over and there's just more figures, more stuff. Pretty cool. You got your reaction stuff. And check these out, Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, I almost did it. Babylon 5 right next to them. And look at this, Star Trek and Star Wars, right? So you got your carded figures were all in this section behind the counter. I don't know why they put the Power of Force behind the counter. I mean, I had a whole bunch of them, and I think I let them go for next to nothing because I just wasn't interested in them. I did keep some of the ones that I had open, but look at this. Han Solo and the Tauntaun. That's pretty cool. That's a 12-inch figure. If you're into the 12-inch Star Wars, they had a whole bunch of those up there. Um, yeah, man, that looks really cool. It's just fun walking through here. I've been through this store probably so many times, and I don't know why I hadn't thought about filming it before, but this is like, I think, the first time. Now check that out. There's a medical droid on card, 150. I don't know if that's a good deal, but it seemed like it to me. And look at that. If you want that San Diego Comic-Con Jabba the Hutt, there he is. I think it's 250. Couldn't really tell from ground level, but I wonder if they'd be willing to make a deal on that. One day, I'm going to ask them. And there you go. You got some the retro ones down there, and check these out in here. This is what I thought was interesting. They got a snow speeder in there, and it's like really, really rugged. Check this out. I mean, that plastic is brown. Now, I did see a video where you can clean that up. Be kind of interesting. Got Greedo in the orange stripe box. That's 50. Quite a few different kinds of collectibles in here. Look at that, G.I. Joe. You know, the Cobra Commander, they got him in the case. They had one up front too. It wasn't that badly priced if you're having trouble finding one. Look at that. Droid pack. That looks pretty cool, right? Death Star droid. Here's some Black Series figures. Maz Katana seems a little bit overpriced. I think they had that in the $3 bin at one point, but super expensive here. Just a whole lot of stuff, you know. Look at that. Look at that Boba Fett. That is super cool. All right, so we got these DC collectibles here. They look pretty cool. See that Raven there? And then you got your Legends of Tomorrow icons all the way up. Look at that, Jay and Silent Bob. These are cool. So if you're looking for some DC figures too, this could be the place to go. Pick them up. They're not that bad priced. I mean, these figures, right? Like if you miss them otherwise, look at these Mego style. Now these aren't too expensive. They're about 40 bucks, I think. But they have a pretty good variety. If they ever got an Iron Man, I'd probably pick one up. So you got your older multiverse figures. These are pretty cool too. Look at that. Some Ghostbusters up top. But check this out. The Mall Rats. Anybody looking for Mall Rats? Let me know. Green Lantern. Look at that. Yeah, there's quite a few collectibles in here. Look at that Man Bat. Buffy. Heroes. Way down here, iZombie. I really love that first season of iZombie. Let me pick one of these up. Yep. It's looking pretty good. Look at that Deadpool down there. And here you got some Marvel Legends. Look at that. There's the Black Widow with the motorcycle. It's 51 bucks. I think you can get it online for about 40, but if you wanted to pick one up and take it home today, that's about 10 bucks. That's about what they charge you for shipping. at that. U.S. Agent. Shield launcher. Pretty cool. Yep. Black Panther double pack. That might be worth coming back for maybe one day. That's a pretty cool looking Black Panther. And then as we're getting closer to the front of the store, you got these little collectibles. Check these out. Then right here we got like Walking Dead. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Comics and stuff. It doesn't look like much from the outside. They got painted mural on the outside and stuff like that. But it's a pretty good little comic book store. If you're ever in town, I highly recommend stopping by. Remember, comics and stuff.